Today, I'm having fun on my new kayak and I will lay out my reasons on choosing this particular one. I'll give you 10 reasons that led me to obtaining this kayak brand new and spending nearly 3,000 quid. Before going any further, I have to mention a couple of things. One, this video is not sponsored at all since I paid for this kayak out of my own pocket. Two, I have to place a shout out to Manchester Canoes, where I obtained this kayak from. These guys really are very knowledgeable and they were able to advise me when I was choosing which boat to buy when it comes to pedal ones. Well done guys, you definitely know your stuff very well. And now let's continue with the 10 points that I mentioned. I will try to keep it nice and short, as in 1 point per 1 cast. Let's go. So by far the most important factor when it comes to me getting this kayak was this one. You see, this hull has been around for maybe nearly 10 years. Before that, Old Town used to call this hull Topwater 120, and about 5 years ago or 4 years ago they changed it to Sportsman 120 PDL, and it all means that hull has been tested by a lot of anglers and it performs well, and Old Town, that is, does not need to change it too much. It still performs, it's very well tested, and why change it? What works, So yeah, that was the biggest reason for me to get this kayak, since it's so well tested, and I hope that it will last for me for a good few years. Okay, point number 2. Let's cast out downstream this time. So as you can see, the flow is going that way and wind is going that way, so my boat is being chucked around like there is no tomorrow. Anyway, reason number 2, right? You see, warranty, little bye, damn it, fish are trying to interrupt. Point number 2. Anyway, you see, Old Town gives warranty for the hull of this kayak for my lifetime, basically. If something would happen, like I should be able to get a new hull, and then drive itself, as in PDL drive, is 5-year warranty, and seat I believe is 2 years warranty. So yeah, everything is covered, and it just would mean that product is good and well tested, and company is standing behind their name and their product when they are giving all life warranty. So yeah, that's point number 2. Then the point number 3. See, the PDL drive probably will be one of the most popular and well tested drives between like fishing kayaks, and it floats also. Now I don't have it on the boat since I'm using the motor because of the conditions, super windy. It would be difficult to stay in one spot, but yeah, PDL is very good. I like it a lot. It probably will be the most powerful drive when it comes to torque. There are some videos where people are testing it against hobbies and stuff, and yeah, it has more power or torque in the drive itself, and it seems like a very durable product. I like it a lot. I used it I don't know, maybe 40 hours in total so far, and it performs just flawlessly. I will go with the reason number 4 now, since it's a very good opportunity. Water is still moving more, so this kayak probably will be one of the most stable kayaks, I would say in top 5 when it comes to pedal kayaks. So see, standing up, like I can just like like turn around, you know, on boat, it's like super stable. For example, here I'm turning and moving around carelessly as if I'm fishing from a wide boat, not a kayak. And then I will show you another thing that I like a lot. I hope you can see it somewhat. See, there is a kind of big bottle in my hand, and there is a cup holder, and I can put in like very big, you know, cups or bottles, whatever, in that, you know, in that holder. It's awesome, really convenient. So I will take a sip now, and it will be designated spot for transducer. It's really good. I like it, you know, where it is, and still I needed to drill it, but I was able to get without actually drilling, but I decided, you know, to make it neater, hide all the cables or cabling, and yeah, it's just right, you know, in the middle there. I quite like the size of the rudder on this boat. I will try to lift it up a little bit so you'll be able to see it somewhat. See, it's a decent size rudder really, and it all means, you know, that I can maneuver this boat very well. I mean, I can, you know, turn in a small radiuses when I want to. So yeah, on other boats I noticed that rudders are way smaller than this one. This one is really decent size. Point number 8, I really like the steering of this kayak, and also I really like that there is a screw which allows me to tighten down the steering wheel itself. Then it's solid, so if I want, you know, to kind of lock myself in position, and when I'm, you know, like pedaling backwards in the flow, I noticed this is very important. And also it's very important for me when I have my motor at the bow there, so I can lock it up and control my boat just with a remote controller. So very cool little feature. And also when, for example, I would be using my paddle, I would be able to lock it up, you know, the rudder, and I would steer my boat just with a paddle. A really neat feature, I like it a lot. Point number 9. I really like, you know, how water is kind of managed in this boat. In the middle there is like a big scupper, you know, and all the water is channeled into that scupper, and if it would get kind of full with water, then the water would be able to get out, and there are a couple of joints, scuppers, and, you know, water just never seems to get in this boat like at all. I can go like here, and still water is not getting in the boat. This is awesome, you know, and having in mind, you know, that I have a heavy motor at the bow or on the bow of the boat. So yeah, very kind of buoyant boat, if you will, and water management is really great in my opinion. Not many scuppers, but they are in right places and they are decent size as well. So yeah, like that a lot. Oh no, that wind is blowing me out of place, like, and out of space. So yeah, last point will be about, you know, access of the kind of inside of the hull. Basically there is a big kind of pot at the front there, and there is one like below my seat as well, and I was able, you know, to attach my trolling motor, as you can see, without actually drilling a single hole in the hull. So I just routed the cable through the draining or drainage plug that is at the front, and then I drilled a few holes in that, you know, in that plastic plate that is removable. So yeah, no holes in the hull when installing this trolling motor. So yeah, that's, you know, that's pretty cool, I would say, even though the hull and the boat is nearly, you know, 10 years old, and I'm shooting this video on 2024. So yeah, nearly 10 years old this hull is, and still they kind of by accident, or they kind of saw the future of people trying, you know, to add stuff, and they will need to put wire through the hole. So yeah, those will be 10 points. Some of them are small little details, but I really like them and they are important to me. And yeah, and I will do maybe a separate video about all the improvements I did, how I installed my trolling motor. I mean, you won't be able to see those improvements now, but there are quite a few around the seat. I have delete plate here and so on. In any case, thanks for watching, and I will continue on fishing, and hopefully I'll be able to catch a few fish as well. Oh, and big boat is coming right on cue to test that stability. Hello.